Hey. Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. Not even me. All right? You got a dream, you got to protect it. People can't do something themselves. They want to tell you you can't do it. You want something, go get it. Period.
Argentino maravilloso, fenomenal, genial, sin palabras. Mírenlo, sin palabras, solo mírenlo.
Si me aceptáis un pequeñísimo consejo, mi gran suerte es que de bien pequeñito, encontré la pasión. Era muy chico, y fue un día. Y llegó un día cuando era muy pequeño, que vi un balón e hice esto. Y ese momento sentí algo que me ha marcado o que me ayudó a decir, yo quiero dedicarme a esto. Yo quiero... No sé por qué, ese momento en el cual golpeé el balón, para mí supuso una liberación y dije, esto es lo mío. A estos jóvenes de aquí, me gustaría decirles que no escuchen ni a sus padres en esto, ni a sus hermanos, ni a sus amorosos o amorosas. Hay un momento que llegarán por la noche, que se pondrán en la cama, cerrarán la lucecita, harán la almohada y ahí estarán solos. Y ahí tienen que intentar descubrir qué es lo que realmente les gusta. Esa es la clave de todo.
Nuestro mayor miedo no es que no encajemos. Nuestro mayor miedo es que tenemos una fuerza desmesurada. Es nuestra luz y no nuestra oscuridad lo que más nos asusta. Empequeñecerse no ayuda al mundo. No hay nada inteligente en encogerse para que otros no se sientan inseguros a tu alrededor. Todos deberíamos brillar como hacen los niños. No es cosa de unos pocos, sino de todos. Y al dejar brillar nuestra propia luz, inconscientemente damos permiso a otros para hacer lo mismo. Al liberarnos de nuestro propio miedo, nuestra presencia libera automáticamente a otros.
Dude, but that's just the way that it is. Don't you care what people think? Doesn't it bother you that people are making you out to be a joke and that I'm gonna be included in that? Do you think that's right? Do you?
You ain't gonna believe this, but you used to fit right here. I'd hold you up and say to your mother, this kid's gonna be the best kid in the world. This kid's gonna be somebody better than anybody ever knew. And you grew up good and wonderful. It was great just watching you every day. It was like a privilege. Then the time come for you to be your own man and take on the world, and you did. But somewhere along the line, you changed. You stopped being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started looking for something to blame, like a big shadow. Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
What makes you itch? What sort of a situation would you like? Let's suppose, I do this often in vocational guidance of students. They come to me and say, well, we're getting out of college and we haven't the faintest idea what we want to do. So I always ask the question, what would you like to do if money were no object? How would you really enjoy spending your life? Well, it's so amazing. As a result of our kind of educational system, crowds of students say, well, we'd like to be painters, we'd like to be poets, we'd like to be writers, but as everybody knows, you can't earn any money that way. Or another person says, well, I'd like to live an out-of-doors life and ride horses. I say, do you want to teach in a riding school? Let's go through with it. What do you want to do? When we finally got down to something which the individual says he really wants to do, I will say to him, you do that. And forget the money.
There's a redemptive power that making a choice has, you know, rather than feeling like you're at effect to all the things that are happening. Make a choice, right? You just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. Just decide. And then from that point, the universe is going to get out your way. It's like it's water. It wants to move and go around stuff.
When I was 17, I read a quote that went something like, if you live each day as if it was your last, someday you'll most certainly be right. It made an impression on me, and since then, for the past 33 years, I've looked in the mirror every morning and asked myself, if today were the last day of my life, would I want to do what I am about to do today?
Oiga, ¿no tengo derechos?
¿A qué derechos cree que se refiere?
Derechos como en el papel oficial que escribieron en esta calle.
Es la Carta de Derechos.
Sí, la Carta de Derechos. ¿No dice algo de pelear por lo que te hace feliz?
Es la búsqueda de la felicidad. ¿Pero a qué se refiere?
Me refiero que busco algo y nadie parece feliz por eso.
Señor, cuidamos sus intereses.
Se lo agradezco, pero creo que cuidan sus intereses un poco más. Bueno, ¿no deberían pedirle a la gente que venga y que pague algo? Lo paga y de todas formas no se lo dan. ¿Creen que eso es correcto? Tal vez esté haciendo su trabajo, pero ¿por qué evita que haga el mío? Porque si quiere pasar por todas las batallas para llegar a donde quiere llegar, ¿quién tiene derecho de evitarlo? Tal vez ustedes tienen algo que no terminaron, algo que querían hacer y nunca se lo dijeron a nadie. Y les dijeron no, aunque pagaron lo necesario. ¿Quién tiene derecho a decirlo? ¿Quién? Nadie. Es su derecho escuchar a sus entrañas y nadie puede decirles que no, a ser quien quieran ser o hacer lo que quieran.